I have a favor. Are you busy right now?
I'm busy. What's up?
Can you go get Tylenol on your way home? The big brother has a fever. He's sleeping so I can't leave the house.
Sorry, I can't. I'm going to be late again today. Why don't you just go to the pharmacy? You can leave the house for a little bit. Oh, you don't have to make my dinner.
Didn't you say this morning that you were going to finish early today?
I had to change my plan. It's work, can't be helped.
I understand, but aren't you worried about your son? He has a fever. Besides, don't you think it'd be a disaster if your father catches his cold?
Huh? It's just your fault for not taking a good care of the family. What do you think I'm letting you be a housewife for? You're supposed to take care of the kids so they don't get a fever.
I quit my job because you asked me to take care of your father. I'm not a housewife because I want to. Have you forgotten?
Can you make more money than me? It's more efficient for me to focus on my job than for you to make pennies. And if I have to take care of the house, it makes no sense. Can't you even understand that?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about money. I'm just saying maybe you could take some time to think about your family. The kids are going to forget you. Don't you love your children?
Who's taking care of you guys? If I collapse, we all collapse. Do you understand that? Think about the reality.
I understand and I'm grateful. But I wish you'd take time to focus on your family once in a while. I wish I had more time to talk with you. You leave me taking care of your father. He's paralyzed and can't move, but his brain is still working. You should talk to him once in a while.
I told you, I'm busy. I don't have time to deal with old man.
He takes it out on me when the kids cry. Lately, he's even started taking it out on them too. If you could say something to him, I think he would understand a little better. Also, I'm thinking about taking him to a nursery home.
What? You're going to put my parent in a nursery home? You're a home wife, right? What are you staying home for? You're supposed to take care of everything in the house perfectly. You want to cut corners?
I'm not saying like that, but there are cases where a professional would make both of us happier than an amateur caregiver. I just thought it would be better for him. Anyway, your son has a fever. I'd like to take him to the doctor if possible. He's got a high fever and he's suffering. I don't have time to deal with your father's selfishness. Please come home as soon as you can and help me.
I can't. He'll be okay in the morning. You're overreacting, which is more important if you compare it to my work. If you don't take care of my dad, you'll get in trouble. If you really want to put him in a nursery home, use your savings to pay for it.
Huh? Why would you say that?
You're so picky. Anyway, I still have to work. Take out my suit for tomorrow. And my shoes were dirty yesterday, so polish them up. It's your job to make sure your husband looks good. Make sure you do your job. I'll turn my phone off. Don't call me.
Understood. I was exhausted from taking care of my father-in-law and raising children perfectly all by myself. But now that they are in elementary school, their body is getting stronger and stronger, and recently it has been a little easier for me to handle them. Except for taking care of the father-in-law, it was just when I thought that I had to start thinking about my future. I'm sorry for contacting you suddenly. Are you Mr. Kyle's wife, Emma? Yes, that's right. Who are you? I'm your husband's agent. An agent? What agent? Yes, my name is Ashley Stone. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer? Why does a lawyer need me? Mr. Kyle, your husband wishes to divorce you. What? You suddenly reached me and what are you saying? Well, please listen until the end. The reasons for divorce are economic abuse and moral harassment. Economic abuse and moral harassment? Huh? Aren't you talking to a wrong person? I have no idea at all. This is rude. The husband works and the wife takes care of the house. If the couple agrees to each other, there is no problem at all. However, you make Mr. Kyle put all the salary he earns into the house budget, and you give him an allowance of $100 a month. Other expenses are almost unacceptable, and he can't choose to wear a tie or a pair of socks. Don't you think this is economic abuse?
There is a reason for that. It's true that if you only look at the cash, it's not much, but he uses his other credit cards freely.
You bring up your father-in-law's care and childcare and deny his efforts. You tell him to go earn money and force him to work excessively while you don't. Are you thinking that domestic violence and harassment are committed by men against women? You're being lazy and spending your time at home, but you force your husband to work hard. Your words and actions constitute harassment.
Wait, I'm not harassing him.
I have proof. If he sues you, you'll have to get divorced. You'll have to send your children to children's home. Mr. Kyle says that if you sign the papers, he won't ask for anything. What do you think?
No way. What proof do you have? I haven't done anything wrong and I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me talk to my husband.
I'm sorry, but I would appreciate it if you could talk to him through me. I'm his lawyer.
Can you tell me your license number?
Oh, right. It has been on the news recently. How to spot a fake lawyer. Of course you don't want to be scammed. Sure, if you need it, then I'll give you my license number. You can look into it and feel comfortable.
Thank you.
Whenever you feel more comfortable, please give me a call. I look forward to hearing from you.
I looked into the number and it appears that she is indeed an official lawyer. You call this a bolt from the blue. I didn't know what to do and I wanted to go crazy, but it happened all of a sudden. Hey, my ex-wife, how are you? How have you been? What do you want? I don't even want to talk to you. Now we're officially divorced. The thought of finally being free from a boring person makes me so happy. I just wondered how you're feeling right now. You think I feel good? Of course not. It's your fault. You looked better when we first got married, but now you've become a boring old hag. You don't respect my parents, you're rebellious against me, and I don't want you as a woman or a wife. Only if you had some of your femininity left. I'm upset. I don't care anymore. We're over. Leave me alone. Now that I divorced you, I'm remarrying my young lawyer girlfriend. Well, since you signed the papers, I won't ask you anything. Good job. I'll leave you alone. I'm glad we got divorced by agreement. I'm more concerned about how I'm going to live with my 2 kids from tomorrow. I don't think you'll be able to find a decent job after being a housewife for so long. You can't even be a stripper if you're old. Compared to you, Ashley is different. She's younger than you, she's smarter than you, and she's a good woman who works hard. I don't have to worry about financial abuse. Ashley is a lawyer, right?
You two seem to be very close.
Yeah, I'm getting remarried.
What? Remarry? To that lawyer? That's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't care. I can choose who I remarry to. Unlike women, men can remarry right away. She seemed to want to take some time off, but it's better for women to get married early, you know. I want to be with her too.
I'm surprised, but I expected it.
Huh? What?
You took the wrong move at the end, you stupid.
Huh?
Nothing. Good luck. I don't want to say this, but you surprisingly look good, so I don't think the girls will leave you alone.
What do you mean surprisingly? I make good money too.
Right. Well, I hope I never see you again.
Take care. Yeah, bye.
Long time no see, Miss Emma. Do you remember me?
Oh, the lawyer from back then. Long time no see. What can I do for you? I'm sure I don't have to talk to you anymore.
I'd like to ask you a few questions. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him? What do you mean? What is it all of a sudden?
He had always been so calm, so handsome, but now he's wearing a shabby suit and a mismatched tie, and his shirt is wrinkled and has a dirty collar. What is this?
And he has terrible taste?
Yes, I'm surprised. I knew it was you.
No, that's his original taste. I was like, I can't even shut my mouth. I had to at least dress him for work, let alone in daily wear.
But he won't listen to me no matter what I say.
I'm sure that's true. I had to force him to decide what he was going to wear in the morning. I had to decide from head to toe. Most of the clothes were semi-custom made because he's tall. His ties and shoes were expensive, but they get ruined very easily, so I had to take good care of them. He looks like mature, but he needs a lot of help.
Where did that wonderful Kyle go?
Thank you, that was my work. From now on, please do your best so that you can create a wonderful man. You got married, right? Congratulations. I wish you all the best.
Are you trying to get back at me?
Of course not.
Let me tell you, Kyle and I did not have the kind of relationship you think we had. We only started dating after you guys got divorced.
That can't be true. Kyle told me that. The day he filed for divorce, he said he'd marry you. He wouldn't say such a thing if you weren't even dating. You're a lawyer, right? Don't lie to me.
You have proof?
What?
Do you have any proof that Kyle and I were dating?
You are indeed a lawyer. You are so calm. I have no proof.
Then you won't win in court.
I don't care about court. I'm not even thinking about it.
What?
The only thing you can get from winning in court is money. As long as I get affidavit that states the reason for the divorce and proves that it's not my fault, there's no problem.
That's true, but Emma, are you okay? Aren't you pretending to be fine? Let's say that I had an affair with your husband and as a result I took him away from you. Wouldn't you hate me?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all. I would rather appreciate you. I do have 2 children, and I sometimes worried about what we are going to do now that we have lost their father. However, I have finished paying for the student insurance for both children from my husband's savings, and I have finished the car loan and the house loan. He said he needed the car and the house, so I received the property division in cash, and I got the custody of the children. Child support will be deducted from his paycheck, and if he fails to pay it, his accounts will be suspended. I have no problem with that. I think I can raise my children.
He has a high income, so wasn't it regrettable to let him go? It would have been a great loss for you and your children. Aren't you pretending to be fine?
You want me to pretend? I'm really not playing anything. Besides what I just said, my husband has placed his parent in an expensive nursing home. He said he would put him in a nursing home and live with you as newlyweds. Such a happy guy, isn't he? I really don't think he has cash right now. And you don't have any money either, right?
Huh? What's it all of a sudden?
The internet is so convenient nowadays. If you know the name and the license number, you can find out all kinds of things, even information on disciplinary actions.
What? What are you talking about?
You've been suspended by the Bar Association for 6 months.
What the hell? Don't be rude. That is a contempt.
Your income has been suspended for 6 months, and since you abandoned your clients, you've lost your trust. You are a lawyer and a sole proprietor at the same time. Trust comes first, right? It must be tough when you don't have a job.
Where did you hear such bullshit? A lawyer is an agent of justice. I don't put profits first. Don't say such bullshit.
Profit doesn't come first. You were punished because you used a deposit from your client to yourself, right? Doesn't that mean you wanted to make a profit?
I didn't use it. It's a misunderstanding. I diverted it into another matter, but I gave it back to him. This is what everyone does. There are just some people who make a big fuss about it.
If you use it without telling your client, of course that's not acceptable. And what's more, when we were going through our divorce, your business was suspended, right? Is it okay to work under the name of a lawyer? Isn't that illegal?
I was just helping my friend with my legal knowledge.
Isn't that unreasonable? In fact, when you first contacted me, you named yourself as a lawyer and you provided me your license number.
A number could be random, you idiot.
Are you a fake lawyer if you don't know what a license number is? There are many good lawyers, but I hear that the number of lawyers who can study but have problems is increasing. I have to be careful when I hire a lawyer. I heard there are some scams too.
How can you say that? It's a misunderstanding.
Anyway, right now, Kyle only has his house and car as his property, and you don't seem to have any money either. I know you're having a hard time making a living, but good luck.
Don't worry, money is just something you can earn again, and if we have love, we can make it work. We will be happy together.
That's fine. By the way, everyone around him knows the truth, so there's no use pretending to be a good wife.
Everyone? Who's everyone?
Not only his relatives, but also his boss, colleagues, and some of his clients. Rumors seem to be spreading from everywhere. I don't know how far it has spread.
Why? Why would it happen? You spread it, didn't you?
On behalf of my husband who does nothing, I was the one who gave them seasonal greetings. Some of the wives are my personal friends. When I needed help, they were very kind to me as friends. I'm glad I was a good housewife. Besides, telling them what happened is necessary, isn't it?
Why would you do that?
Why? It's because you made up an abuse or moral harassment story that doesn't exist. I do have a little pride too. The evidence of abuse was a bullshit diary written by Kyle, wasn't it? That was horrible. I keep a parenting diary that also can be used as a household account book. You would have lost if we went to court.
Then why didn't you go to court?
I wanted to get rid of him as soon as possible. If the trial had taken long and he had started to argue for the divorce, it would have been a big problem. It would definitely be better to leave when he was ready to divorce me. That's how I decided. I think it was the right decision.
You're pretending to be like that again? Why don't you just honestly say you're frustrated and you hate him? That's why he left you. If you say you were able to discipline him, then I could do it too. It'll be too late if you regret.
Fine. I swear that will never happen. Then good luck. Hope you do your best. Hey, how are you?
Who are you?
It's me, Kyle. You haven't forgotten me, have you?
I was wondering which Kyle you are, the ex-husband Kyle. I forgot about you.
It seems like you're doing well.
I'm fine. What can I do for you?
There's nothing to talk about with you. Hey, why don't we start over?
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden? Are you crazy? What happened to Ashley?
I don't know, she left.
What? She left? I don't understand.
She tells me to do this and that, but she can't do anything by herself. You know what? She claims to be a lawyer, but she only makes $30,000 a year. I've been tricked.
Maybe you're about the same as her. I guess it's both your faults.
What? What did you say? Don't get cocky.
I heard you lost a lot of work.
How did you know?
I don't think it's $30,000, but I've heard a lot about you. Rumors of a man who left his wife for a young mistress. It must be tough for a sales who deals with many women and families to be the subject of such rumors. Even though it's true, I feel sorry for you.
It's her fault. She was a useless woman. Dad says you were better than her. Aren't you happy?
No way. You want to start over? Hell no. I'd rather you stay away from us.
Don't say like that. The kids can at least take care of their grandpa now. It would be SCL for the kids to get in touch with him. I think it will be useful for their future.
I can't even imagine being in touch with an old man who yells and curses and throws things at you when he's in a bad mood. And you put him in a nursing home, didn't you? There's no need to take care of him, right?
No, it cost a lot of money and he caused problems, so he came back to my house.
What? That's tough.
No wonder she left.
I understand how she feels. A middle-aged man with no money and his parents to be taken care of?
I'm sorry. I apologize again. Please come back.
Of course not. Don't be silly.
I'm not kidding. Look, I'm in trouble. I need your help.
I told you too that I needed your help. What did you say to me back then? Don't tell me you forgot. I can't. I thought I should leave at least his number since he's the father of my children, even though he's like that. But I decided to cut him off because he seemed to be doing nothing but causing trouble. I thought it was the best for my children. I am busy raising my 2 children, sometimes with the help of my parents, but I am managing it. I am a housewife, but if I work outside the home, I can be a housekeeper and they appreciate me. I am grateful for the experience I had. I was blessed with a good employer, and compared to the time I spent being treated like a slave by my ex-husband and ex-father-in-law, it's like heaven. Housewifery is a profound thing. My current hobby is to teach my children minimal housework happily so that they don't end up like my ex-husband.